Hey, what's up? I'm Gazbot. I'm here at Morphicon Express in Texas, and as you can tell, I'm in the control center with Alpha and Zordon. No, fake. I'm a liar. Wow, I tried to do a reveal. There's the reveal. Bleachers, here we go. I'm filming this on day 2, but you're watching in the beginning. Let's see what happens, shall we? Hi, once again, it's me, Gazbot, back at a different time and location. We're going to be going to Morphicon Express shortly. We're going to start off day 1. Now, I am an artist. I am exhibiting as an artist. I'm a professional artist full-time for a living, and part of what I do is sell at conventions. And part of what I do selling at those conventions is specialize in Power Rangers art. But I am also a fan. So what you're going to see is me mostly tabling at my booth, selling art. There'll be a little bit of tips if that's something you're interested in, or a little bit behind the scenes if that's something you're interested in. But there's also a little bit of Ranger interactions and what was at the show and things like that. So let's get to it as I arrive early in the morning. So it's quarter to 11. The early birds opened at 9, and it was a little slow from 9 to 10. A few people came by, made a couple little small sales, but people were mainly trying to see about the celebrities, some of which weren't even here yet. And then when they opened the doors for the regular attendees at 10, it was the floodgates opened, and a lot of people ran to the celebrities, but sales have been pretty brisk, and it's been pretty busy the whole time, which is why I haven't filmed as much as I normally would. But so far, the weekend's off to a really good start. Now, just a few minutes later, but my pins are almost depleted. I almost didn't bring extras because it weighs so much, but I'm glad I did because I've sold so many sets that I would be upset to be out already this early on a Saturday. About 11:30, and this is considered a lull, although you can see it's actually not that much of a lull, but I've been just busy. No time for sitting down, no time for commissions, barely time to make videos. Good. Happy show, good.
It's just so funny because people will be like, there's a new movie coming out, and I'm like,
it looks like a mannequin. I thought it was a mannequin. That is a person in a suit. You can't see them breathing, shimmering, nothing. It's amazing. I waited and waited. Move. I promise they're a person.
Oh yeah, it is. I listened to...
It is 3:30. There is a slight lull. It's been a madhouse in the best possible way. I got 3 commissions, 2 of which I'm going to do at the hotel, well, the Airbnb tonight. One I did here. I had to rush because they were leaving at 2:30 and barely made it at the brink of disaster. Here it is. Yes. Do you want to be on the camera? This is Roxanne. I just met her. She's at my Airbnb. She's saving my butt by helping me back here because it's been crazy busy, and she's done things like pull old prints out of bags and take in quarters. Rising Sun Karate moving in, which is JDF's dojo. Everything is happening at the bleachers back there, so I see the audience, but not what is happening continually. That's my lot in life here. I'm not complaining. There's a slight lull, and I'm thankful for it. I had no sleep, and I've been on my feet and drawing, and it's great, and it's been a really good show. I'm really happy I'm here, and I think everybody's doing well. All the vendors, all the guests, everything's working great. I'm just exhausted. It's about 4 o'clock. There's a big demonstration over there. It's still pretty busy, but I think things are winding down on the celebrity side. I've heard that some people have packed up a little early, but Blake Foster, who plays Turbo Blue, had commented on my print, so I feel like I'll see if he wants to have one. I don't know what's happening. They're eating each other. Oh, look, toys. If you leave your table. I don't know, they've had suit actors over here all day. Oh, it's a photography thing. I should have worn my 3-piece suit. There's Yuta and Red Fox. More toys. I can't believe that it's almost over, and this is the first time I've had a chance to walk around. It's sad for the fan in me, but it's good for the business person in me. Another fine Texas delicacy is Red Robin. When in Texas, be sure to try Red Robin. Yes, we have them in California and also New Jersey, but in Texas, it's the same. Hey, bathroom mirror. How are you? I'm okay. It's a little after 7. I'm back at the room. I went out to dinner with my new pal Roxanne, who I met at the B&B and was very helpful. I was making a joke about it before, but she came by the booth and asked me if I needed a soda, a bathroom break. When I had to do a commission where the guy was leaving in a few hours and I could not sit down to draw, she actually sold for me. And yeah, just a really cool person. And so we went out to dinner and she drove me to dinner and like, you know, but as much as I'm like, oh, I have a person to hang out with, and, you know, I thought it'd be like bored sitting in the hotel room, and now I have a person to hang out with. I'm exhausted. I've had a lot of caffeine today and I just don't feel good. I feel better now that I've eaten, because I had previously had just sugar and coffee. Today I filmed almost nothing and I feel bad about it. It was a great day. I haven't added up the money, but I'm sure I made a lot of money, which is great. But it was very busy. I was never bored. I got 3 commissions. I was only able to do 1 at the show. Well, actually, that's not true. The second one I did at the show, but it was like kind of after hours when everybody left. That last hour, it was technically open until 6, but really the show was over at 5. So that last hour, it was just a lot of hanging around, talking with other vendors and people I know and stuff, and working on my last, my second commission. The third one I still have to do. The second commission was RJ Wolf Ranger. I'll throw it up here. And, but yeah, not a lot of Ranger interactions. That one time I walked around, there were some toys, I didn't even look at them. I missed all the panels and everything, and I kind of expected that. But again, it was just way busier than I thought. The only minor Ranger interactions I had were with Azim from Megaforce, Blake Foster from Turbo, and Dwayne Cameron from Overdrive. Oh, and JDF from Mighty Morphin, of course. I forgot about that one. Man, I was going to go into my little stories, but I'm getting tired, and I got to get my work done before I go to bed. So I'm going to cut it short, this portion of my talking, but try to remind me to tell you about those encounters later. And then tomorrow, I don't have to get in as early. It opens at 10, but I'm already all set up, so I just got to get there a few minutes before 10. So I think I'm going to go out to have breakfast at Waffle House, as I mentioned before. I'm excited about. I think we're going to go do that, and then I'll get a ride in from my buddy and have the day, and then pack up and leave from there, because most of my stuff is there and it doesn't make sense to bring it all back to the Airbnb. I'll just bring whatever little stuff I have here with me and be done. And my flight is pretty, well, it's late, it's early-ish, earlier than last time. I think it's at 7:50 or something like that. So if the show ends at 5 and I basically head out right after that, I'll get there at like 5:30-ish, which will be 6:30, so about 2 hours early. So that's perfect. That's perfect. Yes. I have a water bottle that I've been refilling and using as water, and the whole point was I wasn't going to get on a tangent and go get my work done. I'm going to go get my work done. All right, I just finished the Hyperforce sketch cover, and here it is. A little bit glossy because there's plastic on it. I've been getting a good color, like kind of by using the warm and gray Copics, which I've done before, but I've noticed like, cause like I wanted to make the chrome pop out from the gray, and I don't know, I guess I haven't really been using them to their full advantage on sketch covers and commissions and things like that, but today I feel like I have, so I'm pretty happy with it. I sent an image to the person who hired me, and they're already happy with it, so I'm all caught up on my commissions. I just have to do my 30 minutes for the werewolf story. All right, I just put my 30 minutes in, working on the iPad with the Apple Pencil. Can't see this. Inking this panel. It's hard to tell, but basically I inked both of our figures, and I still have to do the gray and a little bit more, but it's mostly done panel. I've long suspected this, and maybe I'm just using the wrong inking brushes, although I did download a special pack that cost a few bucks for like comic book inking. But sketching, coloring, sketching up to like tape pencils on the iPad works fine, and even basic coloring. Inking, I had a hard time when I was on the plane because it was like, I was gonna say rotary, what? I'm so tired. Turbulence, but here there's no turbulence, but it's just like kind of rastery or bitmappy or whatever you call it, where you can just see like little jaggies, and I can't get a smooth line. And it's possible I'm just not finding the right tool, but I don't know, it's just, I don't mind digital inking at all, but I feel like it's not quite there yet on the iPad. So unfortunately, I had pretty tight pencils on the whole page, and I can't really do the lettering either. So I had to do inking, and I did it, and I did my 30 minutes. It might be done. Well, it's done. But when I get all done with everything else, if there's days left, I might go back and redo it better. But it's done for now. That will be an edit possible in the future. I'm going to take a shower and go to bed, hopefully. Well, it's Sunday morning, 8:30. I actually had a good night's sleep, 8.5 hours, I think. And it's time to say goodbye to our little Airbnb room here. It's been a good little room. It's time to head out to Waffle House, the real star of the show. That's the Waffle House sign. We ate. I didn't show it. I'm doing a terrible job of documenting. It's almost like I'm enjoying my trip. All right, about 20 minutes before start, got everything all set up. Actually, I had Waffle House. There's Matt Frank doing his thing.
And here we got the actor who played Babu from Power Rangers, which is a bummer because I don't have art of him because he was announced just a few days before the show started. That's Scott Zillner. He's a mustache man. He's always ready with a smile and a thumbs up. We got some plush. This will probably, well, hopefully this will be the only time I'll be able to walk around today. I say that because while I like to enjoy things as a fan, I am here more to sell. Oh, look at this. They got some cool photo area. I didn't even realize. And then back around here, some more. I didn't even know these vendors were back here. That's when you're busy. You don't get to see the world. Oh, and then up here they got some mannequins. Actually, I should take a picture with the mannequins. That's cool. I've seen pictures of these while here, but haven't actually seen them until today. Here is a nice, good Sentai toy section that, again, I didn't see. And some more vendors.
It's D. Coney from D. Coney Art, and Gas is an amazing artist, and having a great time. See you later.
What's your favorite piece here?
My favorite piece is going to be this, between these two.
Okay, old school. Zio.
Old school, man.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Cool, man. Have a good show.
You too. Thanks.
This young gentleman. And yeah, there's the bleachers. Somebody's all ready for the whatever the next show is going to be. Flip around here. Oh, these are the mugs. I've seen everybody having these mugs. Oh, there's soda. Oh my God, I would have got this yesterday. I can't. Somebody talked about the good birch beer and the root beer. I did not realize it was right here in the building. I might have to do that later today. And then back over here at the photo studio that I saw yesterday. They got a few different photo studio things. And then back over here is the celebrity area. Everybody's already lining up, I guess, for JDF. Other people setting up, getting ready. Cool deal.
And we're gonna silk screen the boxes and stuff like that.
Really, I'm bummed you're out of comics, but I really dig the whole multimedia. You got the suit actor and everything.
We've got our show.
We have a show.
We filmed a whole season. Hi guys, Matt here, one of the creative minds behind the original English language tokusatsu manga, The Immortal Red Fox, Volume 1, now available on Amazon.com. Don't forget to check out our live-action indie tokusatsu web series. Episode 2 premiered yesterday on our YouTube channel. Go to our Instagram page, @ImmortalRedFox. All of our links are in the description. Stay frosty, stay foxy. Sayonara.
Oh, damn.
Dakota Kid Creations. This gentleman was nice enough to loan me his packing tape, so his art is nice, but his personality is nice as well.
Hey, how's it going? So I'm Lamont, and Dakota Kid Creations is what I do. Basically, majority of the stuff is going to be showing the imagination of kids on the playground, and so it's they're what they think they look like, not necessarily a mini Robin or a mini Ninja Turtle or a mini Power Ranger, but more kids pretending to be and playing their favorite characters from TV. So that's what it is.
Oh, hey! Well, something's a little weird there. I think it's...
There's a guy. Going on 12 o'clock. We opened today. It's a little confusing. I think we opened at 10, but I was here a little before 10. But I guess the VIPs maybe they let in at 9:30. It was a little unclear, but there wasn't a big rush like there was yesterday, so it wasn't a big deal. Walked around, talked to a few actors, gave out a little bit of art, got a few signatures, got a cool video with Paul Scheer, Bulk, better known in the Power Ranger circles. And it's been slow, way slow compared to yesterday. You can see right now we just hit like a severe lull where there's like really nothing going on. But it hasn't been dead, and I've made a few sales, not again like yesterday, but a lot of people coming back from yesterday and doing that thing where, hey, I'll come back, and they actually have, so that's nice. I don't mind having a little bit of a break, and hopefully it picks up later.
Earlier I was panicking because I thought I ran out of Lord Draken prints, which has been my best seller, and I do still have some left, but I thought I brought a ton, and I looked through this about 15 times, and it had kind of fallen into that pile there. So I found them, crisis averted, but I definitely...
My fear of running out of a print had happened, and it didn't. But, you know, had it happened, I realized, again, it's a good problem to have, but, yeah. So it's 1:45, and everybody's phone just blew up with an emergency notification because there's a tornado watch. We're in Texas, and it's in effect until 1 o'clock, so for the next 15 minutes. It's seek shelter. And I said, is this building we're in a shelter? And the gentleman who lives there, he says, no, this will be blown away if a tornado hits. And I said, oh, but my choice is either this or the Airbnb, which I've already checked out of. So I'll be staying here and hoping the tornado doesn't hit. But the fact that most of these people who live in Texas seem unconcerned makes me think I'll be fine. It's probably like an earthquake warning in California, where it's just like, what are you gonna do? Hope we don't die. So tornado warning aside, everything seems fine, although they did just tell us that we might lose power. I just got a commission, which is good because it's a little slow, but I'm worried that if we lose power or a tornado rips the roof off, I might not be able to get to it. I'm going to try some of this more different flavors of this gourmet soda. I'm not sure which yet. This is Wild Bill's, and it's delicious. I got the red birch beer. It's delicious.
There's the Jammingers from Zexa Mexican. They're here jamming it. There's my booth. That's not me. You're not me. Full of some excellent kerning. Colder the rinks.
By the way, the show's over. I forgot. Anyway, we're packing up. It's 5:30.
All of them are the first ones out. You just pick up a stack of pictures and leave. And you can see like some of the bigger stores, like this was Boom Studios, takes a little while to break down. But I'm always one of the last people. This gentleman's taking a little longer than me, but for whatever reason, I'm always one of the last people left. And it's not because I'm not hurrying either, but I guess I'm just a sad slow.
So it's 6:30 and I'm at the airport. A lovely gentleman named Alan gave me a ride, which is good for a lot of reasons. A, because he was fun to talk to and he was nice, but B, because I had called a Lyft and I had put it to go to the wrong airport. I didn't realize I'm going to Houston Hobby and there's Houston George Bush International or whatever, and one is much further and the wrong airport. And when I put in the Lyft, instead of being about $17, it was closer to $40, and I was like, wow, I guess because it's a Sunday. And then I asked, and they're like, no, they're two different airports, you're stupid. So I canceled the Lyft, and I had to pay $5, or it said, are you okay paying the $5? Otherwise you get a bad reference, and the person had already driven 10 minutes towards me, so I felt bad about wasting time. So yes, I'll pay the $5, and I did. And I was clarifying this, and he's like, I'll give you a ride. I'm going to a dinner not too far from there, blah, 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 blah. So he gave me a ride, which was really cool. Saved me some money, had a nice conversation instead of being with some random Lyft driver. And it all worked out. And I got here and I just checked in. My bags, my backpack feels great. I could tell I had a good show because my backpack was loaded with so much. My back hurt after walking for 5 minutes. I unloaded everything and put it into my suitcases and still was 5 pounds under on both of them. So awesome. Yeah. It's kind of cool. Apparently there's some sort of NASA museum here that I know nothing about. A recurring theme that I kept saying to people is like, oh, this is my first time in Texas. Well, I've maybe gone through the airport once or twice, but this is my first time really in Texas. And I still haven't really been in Texas. I walked around that one neighborhood at night and spent 2 days in a convention center. What I experienced was great. A lot of friendly people, Power Ranger actors, people giving me money for art. I guess I love Texas. Flight's delayed, but I did get better pizza than last time. 2 slices, bigger than I got last time, less money, and better tasting. Amazing, good, satisfying. Better trip going out than coming in, overall. I'm in Oakland. I can breathe the Oakland air. I feel like home. What? I don't know. I'm being heard. It's late at night for me now, and I got up early. I still feel better than I did the other day when I had no sleep and didn't eat properly. As exhausted as I am, I'm energetic. Had a good weekend in a lot of different ways. And I'm not hungry, and I'm normal tired, not insane tired. So, good. So I'm going to wrap up and do a little slideshow here with some photos that Roxanne took, a few of my own mixed in as well. Basically, one of the sketch commissions I did for Paulie of his character, they actually brought and got signed, so I got these cool pictures with him. This is an original piece of Goldar art I did a while ago that the person who bought it got signed by Kieran, the actor who does the voice of Goldar, Magna Defender, and a few other things. But I also gave some headshots out to some of the various actors that were there, including Steve Cardenas, who did Zeo Blue and Mighty Morphin Red. And in return, unsolicited, he said, bring over 2 more. I'll give you, some signatures, which he did. I don't think I have a photo of it up here, but what was cool is he used a red marker to sign the blue and a blue marker to sign the red. It was a clever little thing that I liked, and I imagine he's done it before, but it was still a fun little touch there. Here's a little photo shot of me being a maniac. I did give a shot to
Blake Foster, the Blue Turbo Ranger, and he was like, awesome, thanks for that and everything. And I also gave one to Dwayne Cameron, who was Mercury Silver, and I gave two to Paul Scheer bulk. I gave him his Hyperforce Yellow, as well as his bulk as the Super Bulk Ranger version of himself. Aaron Cahill, who played Time Force Pink, ended up getting 2. I didn't give them to her personally, but I gave one to Jason Font's wife, whose name is escaping me at the moment, Amanda, I believe it is, as well as a fan wanted to bring it over, and so there's that. I also gave one to Jason Font and a few others. Everybody was very happy to get them, and give me a handshake and a thanks or whatever. I talked to a few other people, Mike Copan and Brendan Mejia is always awesome. There's Azim Rizik. I didn't actually speak to Azim. Oh, this was my Azim story. It's kind of not a real story. That person is Turbo Blue. Turbo Green. I didn't realize that till just now. Azim was behind me, and he would sometimes cut through the artist area to get back and forth to things instead of having to cut through all the fans in the celebrity area. And I guess he had come from a photo shoot, and he was wearing his Megaforce suit, and somebody had run up to my booth and said, "Hey, my name is, I don't know, Billy or something." And I was like, "Hey, I'm Gaz." And then they ran away. And as I turned to my right, there was no one there. And I turned to my right, and Azim was walking through in his Super Megaforce uniform. And I go, "You're Azim." And he went, "Yeah, what?" And I go, "We're just saying names, apparently." And he went, "Ah!" and gave this like big belly laugh, which I assume is because it wasn't that funny. So I assume it was of, fatigue and friedness the same way I was. Hopefully either that he was making fun of me, I don't know, but that was kind of a weird, surreal moment. And there towards the end of the first day, Jason David Frank, since he's a co-host of everything, came by and gave everybody a handshake, said, "How you doing, buddy?" And the show going good for you and all that stuff. And I said yes and thank you, of course. There's a lot of the costume contest you're looking at here. Again, many of these pictures were taken by Roxanne because I was stuck at the booth most of the time. So I thank her for sharing these with me. Am I forgetting anything else? I guess not that much. The other thing is I had through the show, I got some orders. There's Brendan Mejia trying to do a handstand on my coupon. That was pretty cool. I got some Etsy orders for some of my prints from people that weren't there because they saw me posting about being there. So that was kind of cool. And the other thing is Tracy Lynn Cruz, who is the In-Space Yellow and Turbo Ranger. I had met her at Power Morphicon, her and her husband, and I had given her a turbo print, and she signed one and took a picture for me with the art. And then when I got the In-Space Yellow, she asked if she could have one, so I sent it to her. She's sending me one back autographed, but in the meantime, I think coming up right now, you'll see a picture she sent to me. Now, she wasn't at Power Morphicon, but again, it was a fun little moment that tied in. In a second, it's going to go to black, and my stuff's going to come up, and then there's a clip from one of the panels, and I will end on that. So thanks a lot, and may the help.
Myself, when we were talking about you being a genius and me being a genius, I'm not giving you the microphone. That was your first mistake. That was acting 101 mistake there, my friend. That's not good for anybody.
So he wants to know is JJ who's the mama?
Well,
right?
Hold on. Who do you want to be the mom?
Don't ask them that.
Kyle.
Yes. It's Kat.
Yeah, because listen, when we did the reunion episode.
Oh, whoa!
Stampede in the gorge! Simba's down there! When we did the
there's like 3 people who are gonna understand that, by the way.
Jason, David, Frank. 3 people. That's what needs to understand. When we did, me and Catherine in the thing, we're thinking, man, maybe I don't know our backstory. Let's just kind of like think we're married and let's hold hands before we go through this and that. Even though it was a little subtle, it was enough.
We didn't talk to each other the whole episode.
I mean, that's marriage,
That's
I'm just saying. I mean, why not make it too obvious? And then we talked about it with Kyle, and she loves the fans. It made sense.
And my thing is like, between Kimberly and Kat, only one of them broke his heart. Right?
You know what I say to people? I say there's different dimensions now because of Kyle. He's created all these different storylines that you guys, all the stories that you wanted to happen or didn't want to happen. So in one universe, he's married to Kimberly, in another, he's married to Kat. Let's go with that.
No, the real life lesson.
And another to Holly.
All I know is, where did you buy your muscle shirt? Ladies and gentlemen, does the muscles come with the shirt?
What's up? I'm Gazbot. I'm in the Morphing Control Center. That's not what it's called. That's not what it's called.